5783. This is 2022. Amazing. We have the blessing to be together under the skach. If we look on the YouTube, we'll just move it up so you can see. There's the skach. Thank God, this is the shelter of Emuna. And I'm in my more casual mode, in Sukkot mode. And this is our personal sukkah in Yerushalayim, the Holy Land. We are blessed to be here. I'm going to have this kind of vibe, and I excuse for the sound outside is not in my control. This is a little bit of the vibe that's going on over here in the Holy Land, that we have the blessing of living in a place where, thank God, there's thousands of people. Just by the Holy Western Wall, and it was unbelievable, the energy there. This is not our double Emuna Tuesday class. This is a Emuna Tuesday in the middle of Sukkot class. We are Shpizim de Yitzhak Avinu with Avraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, Moshe, and Yosef David, all the special holy guests that come and greet us in this holy sukkah. It's a different kind of energy, a different kind of vibe. I hope that we're doing the right thing by going live today. The class, hopefully tomorrow, we're happy to announce and update everyone that we'll be going live, I believe, on all our platforms as best as our technical team over there can get it. On the Facebook and website, Breslev.com, Breslev English, all the different platforms. We're going to try to get the Sukkah energy of Simchas Beis HaShreva with Rav Shalom Arush. Unbelievable. It's such an unbelievable energy there. You can check it out on YouTube from last year's live feed, as we mentioned in our previous class, Emuna class. Excited. Sorry if the lighting isn't so amazing here. We're sitting in a Sukkah. It's near the end of the day. Thank God. Coming to a climax already. Shpizim de Yaakov is tonight, and then we're going to be by Shpizim de Moshe. As you can hear, it's a busy time. Just come back from the Holy Western Wall. Amazing experience to go there. Just a bit of walk there and daven mincha. It didn't take so long, honestly. Let's make a blessing in the sukkah. Yeah, thank you Hashem for the Mayim Chaim. One of the beautiful things on the way walking down to the Western Wall is we get 3 bottles of water given out for all the people traveling in a hot day. And the fact is, it actually is pretty cool. As you can see, I was talking about Emuna or Umanitis vibes. You can hear the Uman energy still going on, thank God. It's not one of those things your body forgets so quick. And I just really appreciate that weekly we get to join each other, and the main vibe and focus we want to give over in today's beautiful class is the concept that we have. Shalom, yes, thank you for reaching out, and we know that a lot of you guys are only going to see this right after Yom Tov. For those who are keeping 2 days, those in the Holy Land can join us now for 1 day, but thank God those 2-day people, you're going to get to see this after the fact. And we're going to update you all again that Gedale Fenster is not able to do the Carnegie Hall. In fact, we found an easier location, MDY. It's on the flyer. We put the flyer information, please God, in all our platforms, so you can just go there onto the app and download and get the tickets. It's something which everyone should, who's in the US, should join us. Who's a fan of Rav Shalom Arush. It's probably one of his last visits to the US, at least in the near future, and this will be a special event together with Gedale Fenster. He's flying up special from Miami. He has a lot on. He's been dealing with the Hurricane Ian and everything going on there in Florida, and yet he's making time, prioritizing our Emuna Tour 2022 with Rav Shalom Arush. Thank God he understands the importance, the ruach, the energy that Rav Arush brings, all the guidance, all the advice, all the amazing advice. And reminder that we have Rav Dayan Elgrod coming special as well to translate. We will be with the Brooklyn community there. Big shout out to Isaac Gassin, and also to Toby Rubenstein. Those 2 amazing people, specifically Isaac, who's hosting us in Brooklyn that weekend with Rav Eli Mansour. And for this special class, we're going to have Rabbi Moshe Malka. First time I'm having the honor to see him live, hear him live. But I've been checking him out. Amazing classes already that I've heard on Torah Anytime, other such platforms. And this will be hopefully live streamed, and that will be announced. And the amazing thing is that we have these opportunities, like tomorrow night, Simchas Beis Shreva, to see Rav Arush and all the special guests, Yaakov Adas, the chief rabbi of Yerushalayim, the chief rabbi of Israel. They usually come, the mayor of Yerushalayim, amazing, the Rosh Ha'ir, as they call it in Hebrew, and amazing people. We hope Nissan Black will be able to perform. I still haven't had the final word on that. Last year he came and was unable to perform, even though he gave a blessing to everyone. Just because of safety issues, there's so many people. We get over 20,000-30,000 people attending through both sides, the men and the women, and it's a big opportunity to see Rav Arush and sing together at this special time. And the Halula of Rabbi Nachman ben Feiger and Nachman ben Simcha, Zchus Aleinu, the Yotzai, and the Spizen de Moshe. And that's just not whatever. Moshe is, as we know, is the Nishmas Mashiach, the Neshama Mashiach, and is an energy, a light that's stashed on all the doors, all the doors and all the neshamas of Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu is called out all the souls, united souls. He has within him all the souls, and the idea that he went through a line of Tzaddikim, specifically in the Masorah Breslev, the idea went through Reb Shimon Bar Yochai to the Arizal, to the Baal Shem Tov HaKodesh, who was the Alter Zayda of Rabbi Nachman himself, Rabbi Nachman ben Feiger, and has that light of the Tzaddik, bringing out that special energy. So all of us here in Yerushalayim have the ability to tune in on a weekly level and learn the teachings of Rav Arush. Double Emuna Tuesday. Hopefully we'll be back next week. We'll be doing a class, I believe, in the studio, and then hopefully we'll be doing a promotional class for the tour with Rav Shalom himself. We're working on it. Dayan Elgrod hopefully will translate. And remind everyone we have the Toronto tour online in December 11th, 12th to be announced. That will be online, and many more classes that we have yet to confirm all the details, but the flyers will be coming soon from Chazak throughout the rest of our stay. These will be public classes. The trip in Brooklyn, New York will be mostly private. A lot of the classes, smaller classes, but then we have the big public one on Sunday night, the 6th of November, that we just mentioned with Gedale Fenster, or Moshe Malka. But the rest of the tour, we're in Monsey. And remember, you can reach out, Eli.Goldsmith at Breslev.co.il to get those meetings set up. As I said, people are flying in special, already getting loads and loads of requests. Since the flyer went out for this event, there's been a big upbeat of requests, and hopefully as Sukkot and the new winter Zman, as they call it, the new time that we're entering of a new Torah, we're going to be hopefully reading Zosa Brocha and culminating with Chazak Chazek, the whole of Chumash, with dancing Simchas Torah this week, as we take the energy of Sukkot, this special light of these 7 days, and bring it out into the rest of the year. The Torah Kadosha comes with us, travels with us. Everything we're doing, the Emuna Tour, is filled with Torah. The fact that it's coming out on Parshas Lech Lecha and Vayera, the Emuna Tour, and as we return home, Chai Sarah, this is all Hashgacha Pras, divine providence. We've mentioned many times Avram and Sarah, the light of Ora Avram, the light of the Torah is already hinted to in Bereshis, which we're going to be reading hopefully after Sukkot, and we're going to see the awe of the Torah, the light, the Lichterkeit, the special Uragonas, the hidden light that was put into the Torah, Hibraham, that was part of creation, which is the same letters as Abraham. The idea that Abraham brought out that light, but Gilui, that's the Chesed, the Osh Abraham, the light of Abraham Avinu, of Shalom, Arush, of Tzaddikim, of all the Doris, to bring out this light, this Pneumius light, and to share it and bring it, the joy, the Yehudim Ma'aseh, the Simchas also become, bring it out, the Vesamachta B'chagecha, Ve'isa'ach Sameach, the special light of joy that comes together every year on this special time of year. Simchas, Achag, the Sukkah, Zman Simchas Seinu. We're saying again, Simchatenu, however your nusach is. We join together, Sukkah Achas, we're here together to experience the light of Sukkot on a yearly level, to take that energy and be empowered to bring that awe, the shelter of Emuna that's above us, the shelter, it's like a hug of Emuna, literally, not just a hug of the festival, but a hug, leaving the H, the hug, the love, the Tefach and the two walls is like representing of a hug. That's the minimal a sukkah can be, because Hashem's bringing us in His Shechina, Kanfei Shechina. The Eser Tefochim is connected the Kanfei Shechina, the Kruvim. There's all Ramonzim with tremendous holiness, Shemus HaKodesh called upon the Skach and the walls of the sukkah. We get tremendous light, And right now we're sitting in Jerusalem in this special time, and I'm asking all of you to really think about the power of Emuna, how much it helps you on a daily level to function, to deal with life, deal with the challenges, and everyone's being challenged on some level. You know, the more I listen to what's going on in the world, the more I see the intensity of challenges, what's going online, what's going on with people personally, emotionally, mentally. This is a time where Hashem's giving us and pouring on us love, enveloping us in a mitzvah. We're inside His Shekhinah, inside His joy, His simcha, His place. And we're hopefully building the ultimate Dir Tachtona, the dwelling of Hashem in the world. I was just there by the holiest place in the world, the Old City, and there by the Western Wall, and you see the remnants of Christ, or the remnants of exile, as we're about to see the turning. And I opened up to him and I saw there straight away in the Psalms I was reading about the Mashiach, and we'll have this energy, this light, the Arush of Mashiach is coming. It's going to inspire us all. Even today we're going to be having hopefully guests join us in our home to check out what's doing with our apartment, as I said, we're moving on to a frat. I'm going to be joining there with Dekel and Zayat, with the Shalom Katz community. Is an opportunity to be there, and also other communities there. Looking forward to meet the new people there in Chabad and Sephardi world and Mizrahi world, all the different parts of Klai, the unity, the Gedale Minim, bringing together every day, shaking that lulav and esrog. I've got it right here, right in front of me, this beautiful esrog and lulav. We're shaking together daily, Baruch Hashem, bringing together all the different aspects, all different kinds of Jews, all the different kinds of souls, and bringing together yichud, unification, the good achas, to join together. And that's the idea that the Simchas Torah is after all the different makifim, all the different going round and round and round, all the different akafas with Hashanas and the whole vote of Sukkot. Baruch Hashem, and we go up north to get some air before Simchas Torah is going to be Hashanah Rabbah up north. Unusually this year Hashem wants me to be there, to be Safon, to get that energy of this north of Israel, beautiful energy of Tiberia. And thank God we're going to be right near to where my son's base is, the army base, so we're going to be able to say hello over there and have the merit to join different kinds of people. It's very important for us to work on our Avos Yisrael, as Rav spoke about very much in the last few years. We should really work on this point. And people mentioned in the Meaningful People podcast, they'll be mentioning in how important that class Rav gave. So the good news, they're also going to be doing the L'chaim inspired, or I think it's called Inspiration for the Nation, with Rav Yaakov Langer, who used to be formerly part of the Meaningful People podcast. We're going to be joining his podcast in Monsey. Hopefully we'll be doing a special episode there with Dayan Elgrod. But translate, we already got a lot of praise online for his amazing translation, and praise about the importance, the focus of loving other people. We're going to have hopefully opportunities to meet with the Rav, and as I said, many classes to be announced with Chazak, special VIP event with Nissan Black and Gad Albaz. We hope to do something special like that, and all other guests like the Thank You Hashem, Thank You for the Hashem Nation, Chevra, Joey Newcomb, and all these wonderful other people we'd like to join with to be announced. Charlie Harari we had reached out to, and Shlomo Weiss, all the different amazing people that in the past we've done classes with, and some new ones, hopefully Moshe Gerst. You can check out Unity Bookings. Remember, I have my Unity Bookings, thank God. We'll hopefully bring a new guy, Michael Salmon, a mentalist. That's going to be interesting. Posted on my Unity Inspires projects Instagram. You can check out Michael Salmon, a very special mentalist we met at the AZ House concert, which I put out a few more highlights in Nissan Black's performance, and DJ Ludacris also with Unity Bookings. Please God, keep getting out those bookings. Rudy Rochman's been some interest in Tel Aviv. Going to have some amazing podcasts come out with all of those wonderful people, including hopefully soon we'll get that recorded as well, Shalom Museums and Westside Gravy, who already is recorded myself on the campaign against anti-Semitism, something that's very current right now. We need to strengthen in that campaign. And there's a lot of updates coming, and hopefully in the new year with Joseph Daniel and Moshe Rubin. Moshe Rubin is going to be putting out a lot more content, a lot of exciting news coming from him in the new year. And one of the important things to realize, that Parnasa, the blessings that we are praying for every day, when we're going all the different directions, bringing down the Ruach Tov, the good energy, and we're shaking that lulav and thanking Hashem, and thanking Hashem, see salvations, as Rabbi writes, see those miracles by thanking Hashem, see everything come together in all the different directions, bring those inspiring souls to all your communities, bring that energy of light, that soulful energy into your homes, bring the uplifting vibes of Emuna that it brings into your daily life, into your work life, into your relationships. We're going to hopefully get some new podcasts, Relationship Flow podcast, and keep the Unity Flow podcast going. Just put out the blog recently, updated version with a few important episodes from the Emuna is Our Future podcast, which thank God is growing. I want to thank all of you again. Remember, this is a time where we're judged on the water, so it's very important to bring down a good energy. We have a lot of flow. That's the idea. All the podcasts are about flowing, and that's important with the water. They should bring that humility to flow in the right direction, to be inside the flow of Hashgacha practice. Everyone who's watching, listening, share some love, bring out some energy. Simchas Chag, v'samachta v'chagecha. Yeah, we should sing together. V'samachta v'chagecha v'hayitza ach sameach. When the Sukkot Baruch Hashem, Yigalehina, Yigalehina, Chavihi v'yalai, Sukkah Shleimecha. We have to sing every time the love. It's highly beni l'abdecha be'emes. Rosh Hashanah is lulav. We're shaking the lulav, purifying our hearts. Ta'eli beni, all the different directions. L'abdecha be'emes. B'ta'eli beinu li'abdecha be'emes. Purifying our heart, purifying our soul through the shaking of the lulav, the truth, the kudas ha'emes, the point of truth within us. Bring it out more and more and more. And these beautiful Torahs from Rabbi Nachman about Eitzah's new advice is coming down this year. Sharabah, that Eitzah gets bigger, the bigger advice, and then we come to Simchas Torah, the Simcha, the climax, where it's an ultimate yichud of yichudim, of unifications taking place that the Baal Shem Tov said that will bring the light of Mashiach through the yichudim. It comes in Simchas Torah, this amazing connection between heaven and earth, between the Geshmei Brocha that we're bringing down, this rain, this intimate connection between the heavens and the earth, this unification, like we talk about with relations, this idea, this heavenly water coming down and bringing life and impregnating the earth and bringing out new abundance, new shefa, new advice, new wisdom, new chokhmah, new clarity. This is the kind of energy that we should go into, and that's the joy. Protects us from the Yom Adin, it protects us from the Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, the purification that we've done. Now we take that into the shelter of Emuna, and it gives us protection so that we can bring it out into our life. Bereshis, the awe, and then we go out to the Noach. With the Noach, we go out of the Teva with the prayers. The words of prayer protect us on a daily level, because we, on a daily level, enter into those worlds, into those realms, into those unbelievable levels through prayer, through tevot, through this. Each teva, each word is its own realm to understand. We understand this now with all these different realities of virtual reality, AR, and all the computer realities, these alternative realities being created, metaverse, all this stuff. We understand that every word in itself has a world created. And we're entering into these realms through tefillah, through prayer, through aspodidus, through talking to Hashem, through eitzahs, through advice, through clarity. This is the realms of spirituality that exist within, and we have to bring it out more and more. And the most important part is to bring it to our families, bring it to our friends. Yeah, right now, there's so much opportunity to share the joy on a public level, as we're going to go out of the first 2 days of Yom Tov, for us, the first day of Chol Hamoed. We're going to enter now more public realm. There's going to start to be more and more a simple space of shravas and events. As I said, it climaxes this Chag. It's building up the joy as we climax this month of Tishrei. We'll talk about that more in the next week's class on Double Emuna Tuesday. I want to thank you again for joining us. All these updates are coming. Please God, Chazak. We're going to put out each night another event in New York. Please God, in different locations, looking to be, just right now from what I remember, 5 towns is one of the venues. Likely Staten Island with Dr. Eliezer Gutterman. Have some other locations like this year a VIP event in Queens, which will be private, so that won't be for the public, but there'll be other opportunities around Monsey. We hope to do an event there, and there's just amazing energy. People are reaching out. It's just a matter of having the time of after the Chag to really clarify those events. So stay tuned on all our platforms as we put out flyers one by one. And as I said, the most exciting event for me personally is to be there with Gedale in Brooklyn and the wonderful host there, and take that energy with us into Monsey So it continues on through the Emuna Tour 2022. We do apologize that we're not able to visit other locations. People have reached out en masse to bring us to Miami, Mexico City, to Texas, to Arizona, to Los Angeles. We'd love to be in all these places. The UK, still to be announced, waiting for more requests. It's a much easier trip for Rav Arush to do separately. But those other locations that we're asking you to come to Rav Arush in person or join us on the live feeds, whatever live feeds we're able to put up. Keep sharing our platforms. Thank God we're almost reaching our 10,000 followers on Instagram. We're heading into the 9,000 realm. So the next 1,000 really is up to you guys to share, make it happen. And then please God on all our other platforms, keep growing them, bringing more and more energy of Emuna into the world, more awareness, more das. The Sukkot is the idea of das, the skach. We have to remember this, to know that we have above us. This is the way we connect to the higher realms, through the skach, through the wisdom that we have, the shelter of Emuna, the sils of the menusa, as you mentioned, the simcha, the joy that it brings, the clarity that's just shining on us, love and connection, through the mitzvah, through doing the rots and aboire, the will of God. And that's a big part of it. We'll get back to the, please God, the beautiful sefer, the wheel, the garden of will, garden of yearning, which is the other name is a new light. We'll get back to Shalom Arush sefer next week, hopefully continue those classes. There's just so much awe, so much light available right now. When we're in Sukkot, it's chaval not to share a little bit. The Zoysa Brocha, take the brachas of this climax of the Sukkah, and with Simchas Torah, take the bracha of Shmini Atzeres, that yichud, the unification. Understand that all the nations of the world can also come close to Sukkot, bring their korbanos, bring their sacrifice, bring their special message and energy to the base of English. Everyone has their talent, their gifts, their character traits that we can learn from, their wisdom, and Chochmah Goim Tam, where we have to bring out all the light in all the different places to bring the shlemus of the Gula Shlema. The Esrog is Osius, Emuna, Geula, Refuah, and Esrog, and Tshuva, all these beautiful Rosh Tevas, the first letters, Emuna, Esrog, Tshuva, Refuah, Geula, that's the order. So we have this idea of Emuna, and tuning into Emuna, and tuning into the, please God, the Tshuva, tuning into the Refuah, the healing, and then we come to the Gula Shlema, to bring it together, Lulav, the Tali Ben Lav Techemis, the pure heart, the vessel we're building within us, bringing out the energy of love and connection. And we bang those hashalas, wake up all those souls who have fallen asleep, wake up your neighbors, wake up your friends, remind people this is an urgent time, that we have to be ready for Geula, we have to get ready for the redemption. We can't just be half asleep. We have to realize there's a bigger purpose, a bigger mission in this world, a bigger way of thinking. This is a year, Teishin Us, Panasa Gedola, Pula Gedola, Peris Godolis, great fruits. This is a year of tremendous godless, mochin, great consciousness, expanded consciousness. It's time to expand the consciousness of humanity with true wisdom and true advice. Thank God there's so much available now. It's up to us. There's no real excuse other than blame it on the Yetzer Hara, and even the Yetzer Hara in the end ultimately wants us to do Rotz and Hashem, not to listen to the Yetzer Hara, to transform the Yetzer Hara to Chedvus B'Raisa, to the joy of learning, the joy of connection to God's wisdom. That's really the ultimate will of even the Yetzer Hara, that everything comes, even inclination comes back to its source, everything comes back to its root. That's the idea, bring us back to the inner levels, inner wisdom, the inner chambers of our soul. And with that, I bless everyone with a beautiful rest of Chag and a beautiful rest of sweet year of Tafshin Pei Gimel. It's going to be an amazing year, a great year, and it's up to you to join us live so we can see each other in person, share the good news, get those tickets, make sure everyone knows about it. There should be a few thousand people involved this coming November the 6th for this wonderful event, and all the other events we're going to do. There should be thousands and thousands of souls getting elevated and connected to the light of Emuna, the Arush Avram, the Emuna that brings to Tshuva and Refuah and Geula, and we'll be zocher, please God, to the Gula Shlema B'Mheir. Thank you for listening. Share this wonderful energy here, and looking forward to joining you back in the studio. Thank you. All the love.